Hey, what's up, Jammers? Jam here, and welcome back to another video. Today, I am coming at you with probably the biggest weekdays in the newsroom I have ever created. Because a lot of things have happened since I last made it, but I'm not going to cover all of that shit because that was 6 months ago, and I don't remember what happened 6 months ago. So we're just going to cover recent standings, and not standings, but recent things that have happened. And it's going to there's some shit that's happened. I don't know whether this will be a long video, whether it'll be a short video, I don't know, but there's a lot of different stuff to cover, and I don't know all the details about everything and what happened, because if you know me, I'm an extremely lazy person. I didn't do too much research into this subject, but not only is it because I'm lazy, but it's also because I don't have a lot of time, which all of you guys probably know, considering I don't upload as constantly as I used to. So, let's get started. One of the first stories we got today are coming from sports, and in 1 week, we have the Super Bowl, right? We have the Super Bowl in 1 week, which is going to be fucking amazing, because my boys, the Patriots, are in it against the Atlanta Falcons. I don't recall when the last time the Atlanta Falcons were in the Super Bowl was. I keep hitting the fucking mic, but I don't recall when the last time the Atlanta Falcons were in the Super Bowl was, but I imagine it was a decent amount of time because I haven't seen them in the Super Bowl in the past 10 years, so it's been at least 10 years. At least it might be 10 years. I don't know. 10 years ago, I was 8, so I didn't really care about football then. But yes, the Patriots and the Atlanta Falcons in 1 week time, 1 week from yesterday, so this Sunday, will be facing off for the Super Bowl. The Patriots were last year's winners, I'm pretty sure. And I think, I can't remember that far away. I can't remember what I did yesterday. But, yep, Patriots, Atlanta Falcons, the New England Patriots, Atlanta Falcons, Super Bowl this Sunday. It's going to be fucking amazing. I may or may not film me having a little bit of a party or whatnot. So... yeah. But getting out of sports, because that's the only thing of sports I've heard about lately. Well, actually, no. The next thing about sports, and I was going to talk about, I wasn't going to talk about this because it's a subject that not a lot of people probably know about, but there are still a lot of people who do. Because it's a big thing and it's becoming even bigger. But last night, Sunday, January 19th, 2017, was the 30th annual WWE Royal Rumble. A lot of people have their opinions on this. Because for this Royal Rumble, we had probably the most stacked Royal Rumble in WWE history. You had The Undertaker, you had Goldberg, you had Brock Lesnar, you had Braun Strowman, you had Big Cass, you had The Big Show, you had Mark Henry even came back for it. I mean, he didn't last too long, but he came back for it. That's the first we've seen of Mark Henry in a long time. But when everything happened, The Undertaker was dominating. It looked like he was going to win. But then badass Roman Reigns, I guess he is, came out at number 30, eliminated The Undertaker, which pissed a lot of people off because everybody wanted to see Undertaker or Goldberg win it. And then but then when Roman Reigns eliminated him, I think that's the start of Roman Reigns starting to turn heel, I guess you can say. But I'm not entirely sure about that. I don't know where WWE's taking it. But yeah, he eliminated The Undertaker. Everyone was pissed off about it, especially after The Undertaker eliminated Goldberg, because everyone wanted Goldberg to win, or The Undertaker. But Undertaker eliminated Goldberg, and then Roman Reigns eliminated The Undertaker. So the three top people that everybody wanted to win ended up getting eliminated. I don't know what WWE was thinking there. But it came down to Bray Wyatt, Roman Reigns, and Randy Orton. And Roman Reigns ended up eliminating Bray Wyatt, but Randy Orton ended up eliminating Roman Reigns, which means Randy Orton won the Royal Rumble, his second Royal Rumble since 2009. 7 years ago, Randy Orton won his first Royal Rumble. So Randy Orton is a 2-time Royal Rumble winner. And I was just happy it wasn't Roman Reigns. I mean, it's not that I don't like Roman Reigns. There's just I don't hate everything about Roman Reigns. There's just that one thing about him. I don't know what it is, but I just don't like that one thing about him. And I don't know what it is, like I said. So, but yeah, Randy Orton won the Royal Rumble. John Cena won the WWE Championship in an amazing match against AJ Styles. Whenever those two get in the ring, it's amazing. Like, I have never seen a bad match between those two. Even when AJ Styles was still with the club, I have never, in the club interfered constantly, I have never seen a bad match between those two. But yeah, John Cena won the WWE Championship. Kevin Owens ended up retaining the WWE Universal title after Braun Strowman interfered, because if you watch WWE at all, you would know that Chris Jericho was locked in a shark cage above the ring so that no one would interfere. But obviously no one expected Braun Strowman to interfere, because it looked like Randy Orton was going to win, but then Braun Strowman took him out, and then Kevin Owens got the pinfall and won it. I mean, I don't want Roman Reigns to win the title for one reason, and that's because I don't know. It's just that one thing I don't like about him. I don't want him to win the title because of that one thing I don't like about him. But they need to have somebody take the championship away from Kevin Owens. And I mean, I don't think it'll be Chris Jericho, but I do think Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens will fight for the title at some point. But yeah, I don't know who it's going to be, because Seth Rollins called out Triple H at NXT TakeOver on Saturday. So obviously Triple H and Seth Rollins, they're obviously going to fight at WrestleMania. Like, that's a given. But I don't know who's going to have the Universal title after that. Like, I just don't know who's going to have the Universal title after Kevin Owens, because I can't see it on Jericho. I mean, I could kind of see it on Sami Zayn, but they don't use Sami Zayn right. I mean, they've been using him a lot now, but they don't use him right. And it pisses me off, because a lot of these NXT stars, they had a lot of success down in NXT. Like, Apollo Crews had a lot of success in NXT. Sami Zayn, a lot of success in NXT. Kevin Owens, a lot of success in NXT. You've got all these new NXT superstars that are coming up, but they're not using them right. Like, Tyler Breeze had a lot of success down in NXT. What has he done now? He's in one of the dumbest and stupidest tag teams of all mankind with Fandango and Breezango. Like, their whole gimmick is they're fucking, what is it, fashion police. Like, that's their gimmick. Like, what the fuck? I don't understand how that could be entertaining to people. I mean, it was entertaining when they, like for maybe the first 2 episodes of SmackDown Live that they were on, because they were handing out, like, fashion tickets or whatever. So, I mean, I don't know. They're using a lot of these NXT stars wrong. Like, there's really only one NXT star that's actually made it in the company, and that's Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens is the only NXT star that has managed to reach, like, the top. I mean, there's also Bray Wyatt and the Wyatt family. They've had a lot of success in WWE too, minus the fact that the only championships between all the Wyatt family members were Luke Harper with the Intercontinental title, and then Bray Wyatt and then the Wyatt family holding the tag team titles for an entire week until they lost it to American Alpha. And I guess American Alpha has had some success too, holding the titles and whatnot, but I mean, they don't have any charisma. Like, they're not charismatic. I mean, yeah, people like them because they're, like, babyface good guys, but they don't have as much charisma as a lot of the other tag teams do. Like, I love the Hype Bros, Mojo Rawley and Zack Ryder. Now, actually, Zack Ryder's hurt, but I love the Hype Bros. They're hilarious. They're funny. I like their energy. It's amazing. But yeah, they don't use the NXT stars right. It would be nice, because there was an NXT star in the Royal Rumble, Ty Dillinger. Would have been nice if he could have made it farther in the Royal Rumble. Instead, he got eliminated by Braun Strowman. No, he got eliminated by Brock Lesnar. It was either Brock Lesnar or Braun Strowman. Baron Corbin is another one. He would be a great WWE champion. Even though he's a bad guy, he'd be a great heel champion. But yeah, enough ranting on that. I spent like 7 minutes ranting on that, and that wasn't even supposed to be in the fucking video. But it's going to stay in there because I don't like editing these videos. They take way too much time that I don't have. Most of my videos aren't edited. But anyways, so that's it for the sports section, I guess you can say. But now we move on to YouTube news. Lots of shit happened this week. More recently, there was a Russian YouTuber. I can't remember the name of them, but they recently went to Thailand, and they went up to girls and asked if they would take off their tops for, I think it was $100, and if they did it, then they would give them the $100 bill. But the problem was, these were fake $100 bills that they were giving out. And now it looks like the Thailand police are on his ass, basically, searching for the dude, and trying to bring him to quote unquote justice, I guess you can say. So yeah, there's a YouTuber on the run. But one of the biggest stories in YouTube drama today is that Trap Music. If you guys don't know who Trap Music is, pretty big channel. Sorry, it's early in the morning. It's 9 in the morning. I just woke up. But there was a YouTuber who made an exposed video, quote unquote, I guess you can say, about Trap Music having all these hacking connections and all these connections to hackers and whatnot. And then I guess people hated on both Trap Music and the guy who made the exposing video. And then this actually happened. The guy who made the exposing video made another video of Trap Music actually contacting him and bribing him $10,000 to take down the video exposing Trap Music. I don't know if that was him. I don't know if that was them or not. I don't know if it's true. But I guess because of this video, Trap Music got a lot of hate. And because of this hate, Trap Music's this leaked out of YouTube, and it ended up going into real life. And I guess Trap Music's house almost got broken into by somebody who threw a rock through their door. And he posted a picture of it on Instagram. And he posted a picture of it on Instagram saying that someone just tried to break into his house by throwing a rock through the window, and he posted a picture on Instagram of his door being shattered. And the guy who made the original exposed video tweeted out basically saying that they don't condone what happened to Trap Music. They might have made the video, and I agree with him. I mean, he made the video. Okay, that's what's done is done. But YouTube drama should stay on YouTube. It should not leak anywhere else. It should just stay on the internet in general. Because YouTube drama, it's going to leak over to Twitter. It's going to probably leak over to Facebook and Instagram, possibly even Reddit. It's going to leak over to all of these things, all these platforms. But the one place it should never leak over to is real life. Because for those of you who are YouTubers out there, YouTubers like their privacy, which is why a lot of YouTubers don't show their address, so that way it's harder for people to figure it out. A lot of people don't show their license plate when they're driving. Most YouTubers don't show their address or try not to show their address, and if their address is in the video, they blur it out. A lot of YouTubers don't even use their real names, so that way people can't find them. Most people just use their YouTube names in videos. Or they just go by first names a lot of times. Like me, you guys know my first name's Anthony. Most of you guys probably don't know my last name. So that's my way of keeping everything private. Now, I know you guys have seen my vlogs and whatnot, but in my vlogs, if you know, most of the time I'm either inside or I'm walking away from my house. And whenever I'm outside walking away from my house, I make sure that none of the addresses are shown, which is why it's pretty much just me and the one person. So that way you guys can't figure out where I live. So yeah, that's really fucked up. You should never actually take YouTube drama and put it into real life, because that's, like I said, that's fucked up. People like their privacy. Nobody wants to know. Like, it's not that we hate fans. Every YouTuber loves their fans. They just don't like it when fans purposely show up to their house and they don't like it when fans show up to their house and purposely ask for just to ask for autographs or something. Because we could be recording a video, we could be doing something, we could be editing a video, we could just be spending time with our families, who knows? And if a fan or somebody walks up to your house, finds out your address, walks up to your house just to ask for an autograph, then that's fucked up. You don't want people to know where you live. Now, obviously, really big YouTubers, they not that they don't care about people showing up to their house, because most giant YouTubers, people are gonna find out their address no matter where you live. Like, you could live in the middle of the Amazon rainforest and people will still end up finding out your address. But they take certain measures to make sure that people don't get in their house or people aren't able to get near their house. So yeah, obviously it's really fucked up that Trap Music got his house window door shattered. And like I said, YouTube drama should stay on the internet and not be pushed over into real life. Also, another pretty big story coming out from Kosdff and ZOE BURGLAR. If you guys don't know who Kosdff is, he is who Kosdff or ZOE BURGLAR are. They are two really popular people on YouTube and the internet in general. Kosdff, of course, Kosdff TK, the owner of Team Caliber, and if he's either the primary owner or he is the owner of Team Caliber. And if you guys know who Team Caliber is, they are a pro Call of Duty a pro gaming company, I should say, because they don't just do Call of Duty now. They got Gears of War and shit like that. But yeah, they are a pro gaming company, and apparently Kosdff and ZOE BURGLAR got into some Twitter heat, a Twitter argument. Apparently, ZOE BURGLAR pissed off another member of TK called Fuya TK. If you guys don't know who Fuya is, she's a pretty big streamer. Like I said, she's a member of TK. She lives in the house with all the guys and everything. And something apparently happened between her and ZOE BURGLAR. Apparently, Fuya was a fan of ZOE BURGLAR. Then ZOE BURGLAR pissed her off, and then Kosdff came to her defense because, being the owner of Team Caliber, being the owner of a team, and if one of your team members is getting harassed or pissed off, the owner or the owner is going to do whatever they can to help that person out. So Kosdff came to Fuya's defense, and he got into this heated exchange with ZOE BURGLAR. Apparently, he blocked her and then unblocked her after she unfollowed him, then refollowed him, then unfollowed him again, and then blocked him. So I guess these two just blocked each other, and then they unfollowed each other, and then a lot of this, as far as I know, it's still going on. I don't know. I haven't been on Twitter at all today. Well, I have for a few minutes just to check this story out, but I don't know what's going on right now because I'm currently not on Twitter. I'm recording a video. But yeah, obviously a lot of heat between these two. Hopefully it gets settled out soon, because I know a lot of news channels, they thrive on drama and they love drama, but I don't. I'm not even a full-on news channel. I'm a gaming channel, but does this stuff occasionally to keep you guys up to date with stuff. And to put out more stuff than just gaming channels. But I don't like you having YouTube drama. I was involved in some minor YouTube drama before, too. If you guys know, way back when I first started and I had, maybe 50 subscribers, I got into a little bit of drama with another channel, and that was ironed out. But I don't like seeing YouTubers fight each other. And not just because it's childish and stupid, but also because we're all YouTubers. We're all doing YouTube for the same reasons. And that reason is we love our fans and we put out content to entertain them. And then we get paid on the side for doing it. But if somebody's doing YouTube not for that and just to get paid, then you should just get off fucking YouTube. But just about every YouTuber on this site, me, the massive YouTubers out there, people like Kosdff, who's like in the middle of everything, who's like in the middle of YouTube, ZOE BURGLAR, all these people, we shouldn't attack each other. We're all doing this for the same reasons, and that is we love it. We want to put out content for you guys so that way we can make your day fun and happy. You guys can come home after a long day at work or at school, whatever you do, relax, watch one of our videos, and that's it. Then you can click off the video, leave a like. Please leave a like. Subscribe to them if you haven't, like me. And yeah, that's the whole purpose of YouTube. It's not to piss each other off. And if you have beef with somebody, it's fine to make one video over it. My reasoning is if you have beef with somebody, you're allowed to make one video on it and explain your side of the situation. Explain your side of the story, and then the other person can make one video explain their side of the story, and then you can let the fans decide who's in the right here. Anything else that's happened should be private. It should be privately, in the DMs, or you should DM them or talk privately through email, Skype, Facebook, whatever. But don't make everything public about it, because that's just going to start shit. And then full-on news channels like Drama Alert, Scarce, some of the other news channels, they thrive on that. And then they give their opinions, which starts even more shit. So, and it's just constant loop until everything gets ironed out eventually. But yeah, YouTube drama is complete bullshit. And I wish it could just go away, but it's always going to be there, unfortunately. So yeah, that's all I have for the YouTube news. But now, for the biggest story I've ever covered on this fucking channel for this series, Weekdays in the Newsroom. Holy shit, we have a new president. We all knew this day was going to come. This actually happened over the week. But as of, I'm pretty sure it was last Saturday, Donald Trump was officially put into office. He took the oath of office, and he was officially put into office. It's been the first week already, and he has fucked everything up. I was only a Trump supporter after all my picks got knocked out. If you guys don't know, and I've said this numerous times, I was a Gary Johnson fan. I was always a Gary Johnson fan because he was an independent and I'm an independent. But everybody knows that independent parties never win, so I was like, all right, Carson's pretty cool. I'll go with Carson, and then I picked Kasich as well because I didn't really care for Democrats. And so, yeah, but after all of them got taken out, it was between Hillary and Sanders and the Democratic side, and then it was between Trump and Cruz on the Republican side. I didn't care. I couldn't stand Cruz, so I kicked Cruz out, and then I listened to what Bernie Sanders was saying, and I was a Bernie Sanders supporter. I loved Bernie Sanders. He was amazing. He was my pick to become president. But then he got knocked out of the race, and I'm like, wow, this is the shittiest election we've ever had in our lives. And then all this shit, I couldn't pick a side, and I was still going for Gary Johnson because there was only one independent party, and he couldn't knock himself out. So I was like, fuck it, I'll just go with Gary Johnson. I'll vote for him. It's done. What's done is done. He's probably not going. He won't win, but what's done is done. And so then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to pick between Democratic and Republican because Democrats and Republicans are always going to win no matter what. So I decided to see what happens and who has the better ideas and whatnot. Well, more and more shit started coming out about Hillary, and I already knew Hillary was crooked and a bitch. With Benghazi and just a bunch of this other stuff started coming up out of the water about her, and she should have been arrested for like everything she did, like Benghazi, her emails. There's a bunch of other stuff that she should have been arrested for on the side, but she was never put in jail, and the FBI closed the investigation on her, proving her not guilty, saying she was not guilty, which is complete and total bullshit. Like, she was as guilty could be. And so I'm like, okay, Donald Trump. I don't like Donald Trump, but he is the least of two evils. And so I'm like, fuck it, I'll still vote for Gary Johnson, but out of the two main parties, I had to go with Trump. I wasn't a massive Trump supporter, like I said. I didn't have the Make America Great Again hat or shirts or anything. I was just like, all right, I would be fine if he won. I regret that decision. Like I said, I'm not a Trump supporter. I was a Gary Johnson supporter, but I regret saying. I mean, Hillary wouldn't have done any better, but Donald Trump has fucked this country up so much already, and it's only been 1 week. Because if you guys don't know, he canceled the meeting with the Mexican president about stuff that was like about immigration plans and the wall and everything that he promised he was going to build. And so that wasn't it. He ended up putting a Muslim ban on certain countries. Muslim immigrants were not allowed to come to America from certain countries. And this obviously caused a lot of uproar, and because of it, there was this mosque in Canada, actually, that got burned to the ground. I know Canada, which is really fucking surprising, but there was this mosque in Canada, and there was also one in Texas, I'm pretty sure, that got burned down, and I think the story said there was like 6 people dead and like 8 injured. So obviously Donald Trump is already doing the worst job known to mankind. He's frozen he's frozen a lot of government plans that people use. He's taken away Obamacare, which I don't see, like, if I were, he's got the right ideas. But the problem was, he went into them with no plan. He went into Donald Trump went into office, and he did what he said he was going to do. He put in plans to build the wall. Not plans. He pretty much just told Mexico they're going to pay for it and we're going to build it. And then he put this Muslim ban on certain countries, not allowing Muslim immigrants to come to America. And then he's taken away Obamacare, but he's taking away Obamacare too quickly. Like, nobody likes Obamacare. Obamacare is terrible. It was the worst thing known to mankind. But at least it was something. But now he's taking away Obamacare, and he didn't have a plan for it. He didn't have any backup plan. He didn't have any backup insurance plans for anybody. He didn't have anything to do. He didn't have anything ready, pretty much. And so he took away Obamacare. He's taking away Obamacare, which is going to screw a lot of people over unless he can somehow, in extremely fast time, like probably world record-setting time, manage to create an insurance policy better than Obamacare, which isn't that hard to do, but better than Obamacare before Obamacare gets taken away. And like I said, he's frozen all these government programs that paid people for working and whatnot. So now there's people who aren't getting paid, or they aren't getting paid as much as they used to, which is which are giving them big hits. And people are complaining about it over Instagram and Facebook and Twitter. But I don't feel sorry for those people almost whatsoever. Like, yeah, it fucking sucks that Donald Trump's already he's doing shit without a plan, but there are people who supported him and voted for him who are complaining over like Facebook and Twitter and Instagram, saying that they regret the decision of supporting him. And I don't really feel too bad for you guys. You guys decided to vote for him. You supported him throughout the entire thing, and now you're bitching about everything that he said he was going to do and that you supported. So, in my opinion, you shouldn't be bitching. Yeah, you're probably pissed off at him, but don't bitch. You're the one who voted for him. You supported his ideas throughout his entire campaign, more than likely. And you're paying for it now. You're the one who decided to vote for him. Gary Johnson was the best pick. So it's whatever, though. What's happened has happened. He's probably going to get impeached within the next 2 weeks. I don't think there's any chance of him lasting all 4 years. He's definitely not going to... He's probably more than likely not going to win a second term. So, sorry, dude. But, yeah, obviously, huge uproar with this Muslim ban thing and all this government program freezing shit that Donald Trump put into place without any plans to, like, help people that use those programs. And, yeah, Donald Trump, your new president. Whoopee. Fucking A. Yeah, so, I guess that's all for today. Post in the comments what you guys want me to talk about next. Also post in the comments how you guys thought about this long-ass weekdays in the newsroom. It was like going on, this is probably going to be like a 35-minute video. So probably way too long. And I'm sorry I didn't have all of the details for you guys. I wasn't able to do too much research because I planned on creating this video yesterday because I did a lot of research over the weekend on these subjects. Well, I wouldn't say a lot, but I did enough research on some of these subjects to be able to report them. Report them and like talk about them. And I planned, because I did all this research on Saturday, and I planned on recording, editing, and uploading this video on Sunday, but I wasn't able to. And I'm like, all right, Monday's as good as any, but I had to go to work I have to go to work in like an hour, and I just woke up, so I wasn't able to go back to all the research I did and whatnot. So this is what you're going to get for this video. But a lot of these topics like I said, I wasn't able to go too much in depth with because there wasn't too much to do with them. Regardless of how much research I did, except for the whole president shit. So, yeah, but that's gonna do it for this episode of Weekdays Newsroom. Like I said, post in the comments what you guys want me to report on next, or if you have any interesting stories. And also, don't forget to leave a like if you did enjoy this video, which you probably didn't, considering it's almost 35 minutes long, and I ranted about complete and total, not bullshit, but I ranted about everything that I talked about. And most of these subjects, you guys probably don't give a shit about. That's why I saved the most important one for the last. But yeah, leave a like if you guys did enjoy any part of this video. Also, subscribe if you have not already. We have hit 156. Let's try and get to 160 by the end of February. We're trying to get to that. Hopefully, 2017 will be the year of Cool Mama Jamma, of reaching 200 members of the Jamma Squad. So, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. My name is, as always, Cool Mama Jamma, and I will see you guys later. Stay cool, Jammas. See ya!